climate change, the carelessness of our elders. After a revolutionary century, we've managed to do the impossible, harm the entire planet. In the 21st century, governments around the world turned their eyes to a solution. Ours made a mistake. Why are we here? Why are we gambling billions of dollars for a cause that will fix the bigger picture? Today, wind energy is considered free. Tomorrow, we'll never see another tree. Every single turbine we put up will result in another empty pockets. We've been talking about this for years. But when the Green Ontario Act happened in 2009, Ontario's downfall had begun. Come with me as I travel around the province to uncover the lies of wind and to bring Ontario back to her throne. Today's prices for a hospital has increased dramatically. Some have to go to Barrie to find affordable homes. Yet, the further north you go, you'll find surprisingly large areas of land worth 20 to 40% less than what they're supposed to be. This is because wind turbines are taking over rural Ontario. The land values of places near wind turbines are experiencing falling rates because of decreased quality of life. But who cares about the countryside, right? They have to sue us to get our attention. And that's what happened. 4 families had decided to threaten to sue Canadian Hydro if they didn't buy their land. When they finally resold the plots, they lost a total of $500,000. Even the wind companies admitted this. Finally, if you just bought a house next to a proposed area for turbines, then you'll find banks rejecting to give you a mortgage because they simply can't take away land that's worth less than what they'd given. Finally, if wind turbines are not only stealing money away from people, but are ripping families apart as you see their life savings go down the drain. The whole point of going green is to help save the environment, right? We want to reduce carbon emissions, but by 2030, we will have increased it by 48%, all because of wind. How? Look at this graph. This graph shows Ontario's supply and demand for electricity. As you can see, wind power isn't consistent or reliable at all. This means, so we have a problem. To compensate for these issues, we have wind, gas and coal plants on standby waiting for the wind to fail. This means we have generators already on and creating carbon emissions, but not creating any electricity. What's a waste? We're also wasting animals. For every turbine we put up, 2.5 birds will die, and another 4 to 14 bats will follow. Not only that, for every year, we're also increasing the blaze bands of our turbines. That means we're also increasing the surface area for birds and bats to be hit. The making of turbine blades require rare earth metals, which is harmful to the environment upon extraction. That means that when we place turbines, we also cause the separation of habitats, making ecosystems weaker. To conclude, we might be trying to save the environment, but we need to stop being blinded by our hopes and get back down to our dreams. Even if we don't care about the environment, at the end of the day, it's all about the money. With money, with power, and with power, we can make decisions. Today, I'll announce the hidden cost of wind. Ontario already has enough electricity. In fact, we make excess of it. What do you do when we have too much electricity? We can't store it, we sell it to Quebec and the United States. But there's a problem. They also have their own electric grids and supply. That means that it's a burden for them to take our electricity. We have to pay them to take it off our hands. This problem wouldn't emerge if we had a stable power source. For every megawatt of electricity not produced, the government will pay $200,000 to wind companies. Remember, any extra spending that the government uses will result in an increase of our hydro bills. Today, Ontario is the producer of the most expensive electricity in all of North America. No other state or province has more expensive electricity despite our surplus. This is confusing. Why are we even bothering to generate extra electricity that will cost us more money? What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bullshit? Okay, but to get back on a serious note, Ontario is losing money. And until we stop putting up these wind farms, we'll continue to lose.
5 minutes?
Hey, to conclude, everyone of this age should care about the climate. But until we stop putting up these wind farms, we'll continue to lose. Places like Texas, Alberta, and Quebec are great examples of wind energy. However, here, people can place one anywhere without the consequences. The death of our economy, loss of personal savings, and most importantly, the increase in carbon emissions. Wind power will come back, lowering our economy. It already has. Major manufacturers are leaving the area because electricity costs too much.
Here it is.
The increase, making more electricity wouldn't cut our costs. This is why we need to speak as Curtis. Before I end, I'll leave you with this. Government works less efficiently when it begins to grow out of control and takes on more and more responsibilities that belong to its citizens. Just mention. Because without its citizens to serve, then there's no point in having governments. And as people had said, hey, ho ho, those turbines have to go. Thanks.